What's up? What's good? Welcome to the Locked In podcast. I got with me today my
Yeah,
first.
baby. We locked in, baby. We
We
locked
locked
in.
in, boy. What? We got Cave, store owner of the Cave.
The
Easy to see
cave,
right
baby.
there. Movie. I wanted to ask you, are you? Because I know it's in New York. You're not from New York, are you?
Yeah, I'm from New York.
Yeah.
I grew up and I was born and raised in the city. I grew up in Chelsea. That's kind of like near Madison Square Garden, like right next to IT. I lived out there my whole life and I moved to Jersey when I was like 14, 15. Lived there for a couple years and then dipped out when I was 18. So,
And then
but originally I'm from the city and now I'm back.
back, it feels good to obviously be back. You've been back for how long?
When I got out of the military like 3 years ago,
Okay.
about.
Does it still feel new? Since I'm just out the military too for like 2 months. So
Um, Not anymore. I've kind of like developed like a rhythm and got into like, different habits and just like kind of been able to explore a little bit, enjoy like my time off. But I remember when I first got out, that feeling was crazy.
how long
Feeling
did
was
it,
super
did it
crazy.
take you to adjust?
Ooh, at least like a year. At
Yeah.
least like a year. It was rough. Like it was really rough for me. I was having like a lot of panic attacks. I was having like anxiety attacks, like just like a lot of crazy shit. I don't know, being in the military for a minute and like the lifestyle that they were making us live and just like the constant routines of like your life is you're told what to do every day for your life for 5 years. And it's like once you get into that rhythm to like being able to make your own decisions and being 100% responsible for all the decisions you
Yeah.
make is kind of like it was weird for me.
With that was like the biggest part, probably like the I don't know, transitioning out and then like what about like knowing you don't have like a guaranteed check, or did you feel like not like saying money was an issue per se, but like
But
that comfort?
that like fear of having like that comfort of always knowing you're gonna get paid on the first and the
Yeah, like
15th
oh
and
shit,
like how
like
much you're gonna get paid and shit. Um, it was a little worrisome, but good thing I had the BAH coming in from the my GI Bill. So for those who don't know, like when you get out of the military, if you leave out with like I guess on the terms of whatever the military wants you to leave out on, they give you this thing called a GI Bill, which is where while you're in school, they'll pay for your tuition and they also give you like a living stipend based on like the geographical location of wherever you go to school. And since I'm going to NYU, the military gives like a nice little stipend to go to school. And I don't really spend money on anything. Like all the money I spend, I pretty much just like flip and resell stuff. Like I don't really have like too many personal expenses. So like at the time when that was my only source of income, like I wasn't really too worried because I don't live beyond my means or anything. So
right.
I really just be chilling.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That's what shit for most people really join the military for is for that little check afterwards to go to school and shit. And
Yeah, facts.
you're going to school to be a nurse, right? I did a deep dive on your Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I finished nursing school. I actually my last final was on my birthday, April 29th. So I
What
finished nursing school on my birthday, yeah.
movie? So you already finished or you're going to finish?
No, I finished this April. 3 months, 4 months, something like that.
Damn. So you made sure you had your plan A no matter what you was like, or plan B, I guess I would say.
Oh yeah, 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 100%. My whole time in the military, I was already taking classes at community college. I was going to like community college in Virginia, and then when I got stationed in Jersey, I was going to community college in Jersey. Shout out Brookdale.
Hey,
Got my associates from there. I got a lot of stories.
you
And
was on
then
campus?
like for classes, yeah, but I wasn't really chilling on campus or anything like that. I was just go
Okay.
there for school and then, dip off, whatever I had to do, whatever I had to do. But then I transferred to NYU. I always knew like it was gonna be in the plan. I know since I was a kid, I always knew I wanted to go to NYU. That was like the school I said I was gonna go to. My first time I applied, I got rejected while I was in the military, and then I applied again when I got out, and then they finally let me in. Um, but yeah, that was always like in the plan. Even though I have no real like I don't think that I'm gonna be a nurse.
Yeah, yeah.
But like it's a really good, like solid backup plan to have. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about that because I feel like you always, from what it seems like you always made sure you had something solid. So, like when you joined the military at 18, was that like your choice or was that like your mom kind of influenced you?
Um, My mom had influence in it, but she wasn't influencing me to go into the military. It was more so like, I didn't want to go to college, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And my mom was really on some like, either you figure it out or you need to leave my house if you're not going to go to school or if you're not going to get a job. Like it was on some shit like that. So I was like, you know, whatever, I'll just join the military. Um,
So that
and
was
I
really
ended up
your choice,
going.
kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like it was like the only choice I had. Like I didn't
Yeah,
really
really.
have like any other choices. Like,
Yeah.
so it kind of just worked out.
And then so from there, did you did you always like knew you wanted to go into like streetwear flipping and flipping? Like, were you flipping before like in high school or like, let's talk
Oh
about those days.
yeah, like the first sneaker I ever flipped, I was like 13 and I slept outside of a Foot Locker for 7 hours. So
13. What
like,
year is this? Like,
yeah, this is like maybe 2009, 2008 maybe.
okay,
Um
okay.
Even then, like when I was younger, I was like 6, maybe 7 when the Stephon Marbury shits came out, the Starberries that were like $15. Like
Oh, that was crazy.
I went and yeah, I was standing in line at like fucking, I don't even know where the fuck it came out, like Models maybe for like 9 hours. Hibbits, yeah, like
Sheesh.
yeah.
So from there, when you picked those up, you knew you wanted to flip those?
Um, I just really, really, really like shoes and I really like clothes. And I was just trying to figure out the most inexpensive way for me to do it, which was like to just flip and kind of resell and make money enough to get this, like get the shit to myself.
Right. I think that's how a lot of people start off. I mean, that's start off just being a part of the culture, and that's like the best way
Mhm.
to kind of do it because you want some shit, or if it's clothing, music, or whatever. Usually niggas go try to rap and shit first, and then they fuck around, end up being ass, bro, and then they end up doing something else like engineering or something like that, and they take that route
Yeah,
or something.
producing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But clothing is a little bit different. Doesn't have to end that bad, I guess. You don't have to put yourself
Yeah.
crazy out there and like, yo, I'm a rapper, and the next, it's just not working out for you. But that's interesting. And so, were you like you was a fresh nigga in high school the whole time? Like, would you say like you
Um,
was into clothes?
when I really, 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 I was in the clothes, but again, I couldn't really afford it, and my mom wasn't really on that, trying to really spend a lot of money on my
Oh, that's
clothes.
out. Yeah,
So, yeah, yeah, she
that's
wasn't.
out.
It was nothing like that. No, 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 not even close. So, I was, I would get by with what I could get. Like I had pieces, but I wasn't really too crazy. And then when I got a job, like my junior year and senior year, I was pretty fly. I always had like a lot of stuff because I started buying stuff myself and really, really started flipping.
Mm.
Um, but it wasn't until like I joined the military and I got out of boot camp. I still remember I got out of boot camp and we got stationed in Texas. And so when you
And
get
for those
stationed at a new base,
you were
yeah,
in the
go ahead.
for those who don't know, you were in the military. You were a HM, right? So kind of like a
Yeah,
nurse would
I was
be.
what they call, I was what they, yeah, basically it's called a hospital corpsman, which is basically like a nurse. So I had boot camp in Chicago, and then after I was there for 3 months because I was getting in trouble and always getting additional time
Yeah.
in boot camp. So my ass was there forever. I got stationed in Texas, and when you first get stationed, like in your schooling after boot camp, um, you're allowed to go off base, but you got to wear your uniform and you got to be with like a group of people. You
I
have to have
remember
like a
that. That shit
battle
was
buddy, like one
trash.
person. Yeah, trash. So we go to the mall, and my reselling ass in my NW, what was I in? I was in my peanut butters at my NSUs at the time.
Yeah.
So I walk into the champs and I'm like, oh, they got olive nines on the wall. Nobody knew what those were. Bro, caught the military discount on all of them. And I spent, my check when I got out of boot camp was like 4 racks, right?
What store?
Took the
Do you
whole,
remember?
this was like a champs, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, Chance.
Spent
My bad.
four
You said it.
racks,
Okay.
4 racks, fresh out of boot, yeah, Lone Star Mall, fresh out of boot camp, 4 racks, bought like 40 pairs of olive nines, took them to the commissary because the commissary had a UPS joint set up in there,
Yeah.
shipped them shits all back to Jersey,
At your
flip them
mom's crib?
shits. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then what was your
Oh,
plan
and
from
shout out to
there?
Limited Supply. Limited Supply bought those at the time.
Okay, okay. And then did you already
Yeah.
know, or did you think like you bought the 40 pairs and you were like,
Oh,
you,
nah. When I was in there, I was making calls. I was already busting the plays like, yo, 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 I got these. You want these? How much? Blah 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 blah. I'm paying this much. Let me get like 20 on top per pair, type shit.
okay,
Get it.
movie.
I think I probably made like a stack off that or something like that.
But it was
It was
just
a
it was
calm
just
day
a
though.
start. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a start. I was like 18.
So I'm trying to figure out like what happened from like you buying the Stephon Marbury's to like 40 pairs of shoes, you know? Like usually niggas like,
Um, I
you know what I'm
guess
saying? Buy a
like
couple.
capital, like it really depends. It's really hard to make some maneuvers because you don't really got the money to make the moves you need to make. So that was always the hardest part, especially growing up. I wasn't one of the lucky few who grew up with parents who are able to invest a lot of money into the things that you want to do. So I kind of just had to grind and get the bread to then be able to buy 40 pairs of shoes. Like I always knew I could do it, but it was like I was never in the position to get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I just think it's super interesting because I mean, how old are you? Because we're kind of like the same age. I think I'm 25.
I'm 26. I'm
Okay,
26.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking like in my time, you were 18 when I was like 18, same shit. I wasn't thinking about like buying 40 pairs. Like I know I would have been scared to buy those 40 pairs and like spend all that money to go do that unless I already knew, you know? And I feel like
Yeah,
that was like,
bro. No, honestly, bro, I'm really the type of person that I don't know. I'll take the risk. Like for example, like 5 years ago, Kylie Jenner, it was the first time she dropped her lipsticks. They were selling for $32. I went and I bought like 30 of them because I knew they were gonna sell out. That night, I listed them all on eBay and I sold each of them for 250, and I paid $32 a piece. Like it's just shit like that I don't know. I'll just take risks doing random shit.
yeah, okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like honestly risk versus reward. That's really all it is. Scare money don't make no money.
No, not at all. And everybody always tells you that, you know what I'm saying? You got to take a risk to go and really go do something.
That's
But
a fact.
I think like when you're before you go take these risks, right? Do you even spend a lot of time thinking about it, or you think and then is it like this? Like, do you think
Oh,
and
nah,
then
nah,
you're like,
nah. Everything's a calculated guess. There's no way in hell I'm gonna just go in here wild like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fuck it.
I know
Like,
you're not going
nah,
crazy, but
nah, nah.
like, do you ever find yourself where you think about it too much and then you're like, oh shit, like, and then you're at the battle, like you have this battle in your head, like, and then do you just end up beating that?
If I do have those kind of second guesses, I'll call like a select two, three of my friends and kind of confirm it with them to see what they think is a good idea, and then kind of go from there.
Okay.
But for the most part, like everything that I do now, it's like second nature. It's like I've been buying sneakers and clothes since I was younger. So it's like you fly, you have like a general idea of like what is fire.
Yeah, what's
You
gonna
know what I
pop
mean?
and
And
shit. Yeah.
once you know what's fire or what's gonna pop, you know to invest in that. That way by the time it pops, you already got it. And you could, sell it for that much extra.
Right. It's a lot easier
But
when
yeah, there'll be times where I'm definitely like, bro, like there'll be times where I'm super shook. Here, I'll tell
yeah.
you this in a second. So when the Jordan 1 Dior's came out,
Yeah.
like a couple months ago, uh, I have this place where I sell sneakers in a lot of different places.
Mhm.
I have one place where this store, I know this store, they let me consign shoes there. And the Dior's came out and they were at the time retail was like 2,500 and they were flipping on this like on the street for like I don't know 10 G's, right? So the place where I sell shoes, they didn't have any pairs. So I was like, you know what? Let me take a chance. I'm gonna buy one. Spend 10 G's on a Dior, right? I put it in for 25 racks, bro. Tell me why like a week later the shit goes and sells, bro. Shit
What?
crazy. Shit's crazy, bro. That's the craziest flip. That was the craziest flip I ever did. But it's like, it's like shit
How
like
long
that.
did it take you to you said it how long did it take from 10 G's to 25? Like a couple weeks?
Like 7 days. Yo, ask Keith. I called all my boys as soon as I was fucking
What
flipping
was
it.
that?
I was
Somebody had
losing
to
my
have
shit.
worn it.
No, it was probably a celebrity. I'm pretty sure the person that bought it was like an actor or like a celebrity because no one's gonna spend that much money on a pair of shoes unless they really wanted to wear it. Especially when you could have got it yourself for $10,000 on like the
Right, right, right.
secondary market type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
So would you consider that like luck for that
oh, boy,
specific?
that was the luckiest. That
Okay,
was the
okay,
luckiest
okay,
shit
okay,
ever. That
okay,
was
okay.
the luckiest shit ever. But that's what I was saying. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I just be doing wild shit. And it's funny because everyone was like, no, don't buy it. I think that's too much money. You shouldn't do it. I'm like,
Even your 2 or 3
I think
homies?
it's a good idea. Yeah, even my
Yeah.
2 or 3 homies. My girl, because my girl went with me to buy the shoe. So I had 10 racks on me straight cash. And I bought it off this like small little Asian girl who had just hit at Dior. Um, so my girl was like mad shook because she's like, oh my God, you're spending all this money on shoes. Like, this is a bad idea. Like, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. I'm like, all right.
How'd you confirm they were real or not? She had the receipt and all that other shit?
Yeah, she had the receipt. There's a lot of ways that you can kind of just tell if a shoes are fake. Like if you have a black light, you could put a black light on it to see like if there's any glue stains. You could fuck around and you could see if there's like factory stamps on it. The smell of the shoe. I've sold a lot of shoes, so I have like a general idea of what a real shoe and like a fake shoe smells like, which
Yeah.
is crazy to say that, but there's a difference between the two smells. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you get a fresh pair of kicks, like you smell them, they got that new kick smell.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the fake ones kind of smell like paint thinner, like not really like new shoes, but like a weird polyurethane type shit.
Okay. And for people who don't know, the Cave, it's a resale shop, right?
Yep.
Basically.
It's
Okay.
it's basically it's a retail shop where I sell Supreme, Babe, Antisocial, Off-White, like a bunch of streetwear brands. And I also sell my brand in it as well,
Okay.
which is
And,
Caveism. That's where Caveism came from.
and that's what you have on right now, right?
Oh yeah, this is one of the hoodies I made. This is just our logo. But I'm actually working on like a lot of different pieces right now. Like I designed some cargo pants, some track pants, like a jacket. I'm working on like actual cut and sewn hoodies versus like just like hoodies that are printed on. So the brand's going in like a different direction right now.
Yeah, because even the pants, like that's all cut and sew too. Is this all new
Yeah,
new and cut and sew?
yeah, pants are cut and sewn. That took a while to get the samples back. Just like to get the patterns of everything, like to find the exact fabric I wanted to use or to find the exact zippers or
Yeah,
like
sourcing
I
and
like to
stuff.
have like source and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you source a lot in New York or did you have the manufacturer like send you textiles and stuff?
I actually had like a bunch of pieces that I kind of like referenced as far as like what kind of fabric I wanted. Like I also just like used a bunch of different places. Like when I was in LA, let's say I stopped at like a random spot, like, and I liked some shit, I just bought the fabric or like I bought the shirt or like took a picture of whatever it is, you know, elements that I wanted, and
Yeah.
then kind of used all that and then found a manufacturer. I found the manufacturer in China actually that I've been
So
getting
you've
my
been
stuff made
fucking
at.
with fire.
Yeah.
So you basically just took like you just had a whole collection of references, like whether it was
Mhm.
t-shirts or pants that you personally fucked with, and then you want to make your own version of that kind of thing.
Yeah, like the pants that I made is like a combination of like 4 or 5 of my favorite pants that I own. Like
Does it
different
have
people. Like I really like the little tabs that you hold the bottom of the pants on one of these pants, and then I really liked like the pockets on this one. So it's like stuff like
okay.
that.
So it has the little string thing that you were talking about in your YouTube video?
Exactly, that one. Like it
Okay,
has
okay.
that. Cause that I feel like that, and the best part is it's hidden so you can't even see the shit, which is fire
No,
because you
that's
could
way
like just
better.
do it from the inside. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so
Yeah.
with that, what's your plan? Do you want to just sell it like in store and then maybe like all direct to consumer, so like in store for you and online, or do you eventually feel like it's going to be at a level where you're going to take it to another store or something like that and have them sell it and it be
I
its own thing?
I want to put it in other stores and have other stores sell it. Like you know, I feel like it's pretty accessible to come to my store as well as buy things online. But with what I want to do with the brand, I want to make it like a lot more like interaction based and like really have people involved with it. So I feel like having it stocked at different stores in different places is like a good way of having people who are in the area be able to come get the brand that really want to be involved with the brand. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna have online drops too. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
of course.
maybe like have exclusive pieces in like certain stores, but then like drop online.
But I feel like you can speak on like that the best for like a lot of kids. They feel like it's just only online, but they don't really know the importance of like having a storefront. And when you're dealing with that customer every day and you're having like foot traffic come in and you're seeing like the same kids or even, you know what I'm saying, dudes come in, like that's a totally different, like you're like, you're outside basically. You in the streets, you know what I'm saying? People see you every day. That's different. It's better like that.
That it's it's like the best and the worst of both worlds though, because it's like it gives you that really good hands-on hands interaction with like your customers and your consumers, and it lets you build that relationship. Like for example, I have people who come into the store all the time to buy stuff, and then they also come back into the store to sell me stuff all the time too, so it gives you that relationship. But sometimes some brands just do a lot better online
Yeah.
and doing their own thing, like Antisocial. Like Antisocial Social Club doesn't have a store and doesn't do anything for their customer base or their consumers. And they take 3 to 4 months to even mail you your product and won't even answer any emails or anything about it. But
So
it's just such a
they treat
crazy
you like
wanted,
that?
like, no, 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 no,
Oh, okay. I'm
no.
like,
Not
bro,
me, but like,
what? That's the
but
difference. I'm
like,
like, wait.
I guess like, um, majority of the people that place orders with
Yeah.
their brand. I don't condone anything like that and doing anything like that to the people that are trying to purchase a product from you. But if you look at brands like that, like you see that you can really do whatever, and you know it'll just go crazy.
Right.
Um, Also having like a storefront, there's a lot that comes along with it too. Like it's very difficult. Like it's a lot of work to
How many
maintain
employees
it.
do you
Like
have?
it's I have my partner and then I have one employee that works
Okay. Okay.
consistently. I'm not really in the store too often. I'm only there for like events or like if I need to do something in the store or have like big buyouts coming through or like stuff like that. For the most part, my employee's there. My partner's there sometimes during the week as well.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, that's another part of having a storefront. That's a big responsibility, like having employees and having people that are able to do the job for you in the way that you want it done.
Yeah, that's a lot of trust, bro. Like to go and really have somebody, and you said
It's
you're
a
not
lot of
even
trust.
in the store every day. So that's like, that's kind of crazy to me. I would imagine at least you're in the store every day just to, keep niggas on their toes, or not like that. I want to be, but keep
Nah,
it
I feel
real.
you. Nah, I feel that. I feel that. I've built like a like my employee isn't even just like an employee. He's more so like family, but he's also really heavily involved with the brand and he's helped the store even get to the place that the store is currently, and like me as well. Like my employee is not even like my employee. He's kind of like he's like a mentor, but like a homie. Like it's like a really good relationship. So that's why I'm as trusting as I am with him.
Okay.
So that's a little different than having like just someone you randomly hire and like, put your faith and your trust in. Um, yeah,
Yeah. No, no, that makes sense though. It's basically like everybody's kind of like everybody's committed to it. They all see like the gain rather than it's like,
exactly,
oh, I'm getting paid
exactly.
at the end of the week kind of thing. Like we're all in it
Yeah,
together to build
exactly.
something.
Like we're in it as big as it gets is as big as we get. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I feel like if that's the hardest part about having a store and a brand or anything that you do. You need to have like a really good team around you, like people that bring their own elements to the table, people that are able to even like see things in a completely different like perspective than you do.
Yeah.
Like having a team is like super important.
How long did it take you to find like a solid team, or at least this team that you have now?
Honestly, the team is like
Day
the team
one?
is just all of my closest friends.
Yeah.
Like that's really all it is. Like just all of my closest friends who I've met at different points in my life, who I've all kind of connected together. Like it's really crazy.
Mm.
Like like he's I met him when I was in the military, like 5 years ago maybe. Um Alex, I met Alex when I was in high school. I was like 13 when I met Alex. Saudi, I met Saudi like 4 years ago. And then even my editors, I went to high school with the editors that make my videos. Um, so yeah, everyone's just
Yeah.
like people that I've just randomly met in life.
Damn near like 4 years and
And
plus kind
then
of thing.
and then I even have like childhood homies that I still fuck with and still help me with a lot of stuff. Like my first best friend ever in life, shout out Mo. He helps me with a lot of stuff. He was the first person I ever met. And then shout out Mike. I met Mike when I was like fucking 11. He
Mm.
taught me how to play basketball on some shit. Like crazy.
Okay, it's really like a family thing, kind of.
Exactly.
That's good. That's definitely how. I think that's the best way to do it. If you're not going to be like in the store every day and stuff like that, everybody's building together and they're working cohesively and stuff like that. But I also see that you're like huge on pop-ups, bro. Like you keep a pop-up going pretty consistent, and
Yeah.
they're all like for the most part the ones that like I've seen, they're a lot of like rap artists or newer rap artists. Like a big one was Pierre, of course, the
Mhm.
producer,
Shout out
whatever.
P. That's my bro.
That's
Shout
your
out
dog.
P. Shout out
Yeah.
P. That's my dog. Yeah, we so he came to New York like 2-3 weeks ago, because he's working on his album T.5. Yo, we was locked in the studio. That man, when I tell you, if anyone's dedicated to and consistent and going to the studio and making sure he's there clocked in like a job, is P. Like we
Yeah.
were there every single day of the week for 2 weeks straight, from like 8 p.m. to like fucking 9 in the morning. I'm
That's
like, yo,
that's who
he
you
was
were in
locked
the
in.
studio with last week.
No, no, no. Last week I was in the studio with I've been in a couple studios. I was with Swoosh God, if you know who Swoosh God is.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I was in the studio with Hans. Shout out Hans. Um, I don't know, I've been in a couple studios.
Yeah. I was talking about the one when we're like supposed to do the podcast and stuff, and we're like playing tag with each other. But
Oh, that was Hans. That was Hans. That was
okay,
Hans. That
okay.
was Hans. Yeah, that was Hans. Shout out Hans. Shout out Hans. We was at Audio Mac. We went to Audio Mac. Shout out
Fire.
Audio Mac too.
So do you
Yeah.
is that something else that you're like also trying to venture off to, is like some of like the music side thing? Because you're locked in the studio, it sounds like. It's I see you doing pop-ups for like, you know what I'm saying, Young Mall. You didn't even mention, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh
Like
yeah, shout out Ma. Shout out Ma.
I see you. Like, do you see like a music side too with the cave? Because there's a lot to actually talk about. Like, bro, you got a food truck you just bought your mom that I was gonna wait till later to talk about. Like, there's a lot of different ventures here.
um, so music, we just be fucking around with like music randomly. Like
Yeah.
honestly, when I'm bored, a lot of my friends are producers. Shout out Dutch Boy, shout out Nova. So I'll just have them send me all their beats. Like I just had Dutch send me like 150 beats.
Mm.
So I'll just listen. Yeah. He said I was like, yo, bro, I need some beats. He's like, how many? I was like, probably like 100. And he was like, what?
100 pack.
He was like, what? I was like, yeah, I need some shit because I need beats for like the vlog I've been posting. I've been posting vlog episodes and I like to have all my homies' beats in there. So I'll have his beats in there. And then Nova, shout out Nova. A lot of people don't know this, but so I met Nova like 4 years ago, and Nova's made a lot of your favorite songs.
Mm.
So have you ever heard the song Problems by Black?
Oh yeah. Everybody's heard that shit. Yeah.
All right, so Nova
That has
produced
to be
that.
like a
That's
top
that's all.
100, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
that's all Novas. That's all Novas.
Mm.
So Nova was just posting some of his plaques the other day. He got the black plaque, and then Lil Wayne sampled that shit. So he got a Lil Wayne plaque too. And then like one of XXX like biggest songs, it's like triple platinum or some crazy shit like that. He sampled Nova shit. So like he has mad plaques from XXX. And I'm just like, damn, like he's lit, but he's so low key because people don't really know these things. He's like a ghost. Like Nova, he's the type of person, yo. I'll talk to him and then he'll disappear for like 4 months because he be on his nomad shit, like in the mountains, just like chilling away from everything. And then
Yeah.
he'll come back and then you'll be able to like talk to him again. It's crazy.
Damn, that's like the way to do it for real.
Yeah. So I'll be getting beats from him too. Shout out Nova.
Yeah, you got a whole 100 pack.
No, no, no. That was from Dutch. Shout out Dutch. Shout out
Okay,
Dutch.
okay. But
Yeah.
how old is Nova?
Nova is like 23, maybe. I think
But
he's
that's
23 or 24.
I feel like that's really young to like his shit's already getting sampled and he's getting a plaque off his other shit. You know what I'm saying? People usually sample like some old shit. I know
Yeah.
people sample new shit too,
Hmm.
but for like some shit to get a million, then a million like on top, and that's just crazy. That's dope.
Yeah, bro. And it's funny too, because the song he dropped this song maybe like in 2015 or like 2014 or some shit like that. And it was just like a random song on SoundCloud that people would like come across. But it was so fire that everyone's like, yo, what the fuck is it? You know, Spooky Black?
Yeah.
It was like on some Spooky Black shit. Like, no, everyone kind of was like, oh shit, what is this? It's really fire. But a lot of people didn't really know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
Kind of
was
like some
crazy.
young lean
So
like shit like that, like some different little shit.
I've never listened to Young Lean.
It's like a
Do you know
spooky
who Young
black
Lean is?
nigga.
Oh, all right, all right, all right.
Yeah, type
Oh,
beat.
yeah, shout out Spooky Black though, the do rag.
Yeah, a little white boy. I was gonna ask you too, but it sounds like the music's just more than like it's in you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that's gonna
Oh
turn
yeah,
into.
yeah, yeah. So we'll be messing around, just making music. Like whenever I'm bored, I'll make music. I've dropped one song.
Did you?
It's on Audio Mac and it's on SoundCloud. It's called No Thing, and Dutch Boy's on it as well. It's it's a pretty good song. I like it. I fuck with it. I've never done like any promo or anything for it.
No,
It's got a couple of plays. Check it out.
that's fine. I was gonna ask you too. Do you guys sell cards there? Like I know the trading card thing is just like,
At the store,
yeah.
um, we more so buy cards and we'll sell cards other places. But I have cards available in the store to be looked through. And if you want to buy some shit, like we could work something out. I'll never say no. But like,
Yeah.
um, I just like I'm a big collector. So I like to buy cards and hold cards. I'm gonna get some cards graded, like, you know, especially next year's Pokemon's 25th anniversary. Um, so like I believe it's the 25th. It's like their like big anniversary.
Something like
So
that.
yeah. So they're about to have some crazy fucking like shit going on. So Pokemon cards are about to go crazy next year.
Yeah, they're
So
already going
yeah,
super
I'll
crazy.
just like make investments and stuff. Yeah, they're going crazy right now, but next year they're about to go stupid.
Mm. All I see on my Instagram is like champion pack, and shit like that. So I was just curious if you
Yo. So you want to hear some crazy shit with the champion packs?
you
So
flipped them. I know you did
I got a
something.
YouTube video coming out.
Mm.
So I walked into this like fucking like comic book store, and they had like 30 of the champion packs on the thing. And it's really hard to come across champion packs because them shits be selling out everywhere. Like I have one friend, he'll wake up at like 7 in the morning and he'll drive to every single Walmart and Target up and down New Jersey, and he'll just buy all the fucking Pokemon cards he can and fill up the whole truck all day. So people like that, he's not the only one. I know a couple people that do that.
Hmm.
So they'll buy everything from all the stores and it's hard to get them. So boom, walked into the shop. They had 30 of them bitches in there. So I bought all 30 of them. It came out to like $2,500. Went back to the crib, put them all on the desk, and I opened like 15 of them. And I hit this Charizard in there. And the
Movie.
Charizard is worth like $1,000 right now if you get it like graded and sell it. But I'm planning on holding it for like another year because I feel like next year I'll probably be able to sell it for like maybe 2 G's. Um, and then inside all the boxes come this like promo Charizard, and that one's worth like $40. So I sold all the leftover boxes I had, the other 15, and then I kept the Charizard and all the promos, and it was like a super flip. I'm like super up right now, especially next year. Shit gonna go crazy.
So you're gonna keep the promos for next year too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Get
that's
them.
tight.
I got like 40 promos in a box, just chilling in the closet.
You getting your Charizard graded?
Yeah. I'm gonna send it off. I'm gonna send it off. Let it get graded. Hopefully, I get a 10.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be a movie. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I also wanted to I seen that recently you like redesigned your whole fucking store, bro. Like the thing literally looks like
Yeah,
a
the store.
cave. Like that's crazy. Did you
Shout
come up
out
with
Keith. He was in there. He was in there working. The whole gang was working.
I
Yeah,
know
the
he
whole
told
gang
me.
was working.
So what was that?
Yeah,
Where
that
did you
shit was
grab
crazy.
your like inspiration from? Obviously, like you wanted to make it like cave because like that's your name and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But did you like visit other stores and like take little pieces like how you did your pants kind of thing?
Um, Honestly, the store is like huge part of it was my girlfriend. She was like, yo, you should design it as a cave. And like she helped me come up with like different examples of the things that I wanted, like just things that would be cool. Like she helped me come up with the idea of having these walls on the wall that you could draw like little people in. Keith helped a lot too. He gave me like a lot of ideas. When I was in Japan last time,
oh yeah, I feel like we went to Japan last time. That was
yeah.
we really sat down and cooked it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know, just like a lot of different places, a lot of different people. And then everyone that helped build this like store out. Shout out Ray, shout out Saudi, Alex, my little brothers,
Mm.
Steven, like Ruga, everyone, all my homies just came through. We just like painted, rolled out stuff on the floor, hung shelves. It's like it was mad work.
That's dope. So you guys did it yourself then?
Yeah, I did it 100% all family, all by myself. Well,
Oh
like
shit.
I didn't do it by myself, but I just did it with the, the bros.
Yeah, with your team. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So did you guys how long did that take you to fully do the store?
Probably like a month. But that's
Okay.
just because I wasn't doing it every day. I was only doing it like 2-3 times a week, maybe.
Yeah. You kept the store open?
No. I shut everything down. But it was during the pandemic anyway, so I shut the store down. I had the store closed. The store was probably closed for like 3-4 months, like during the first part of the pandemic, because
Were they still
it was
making you
just too
pay
crazy
rent?
outside. You said, were they still making me pay rent?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. That's part of signing the lease and owning the storefront. That
Sheesh.
you pay rent no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah. Because even like I was just talking to the store owner over here too, and same thing. He said the same thing. Like they was making him pay rent, and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy because we're inside of a mall, like the store I work at. I was thinking like during that time, that's when people were just like not even paying like their house shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit for their
Yeah,
own
the rent.
crib. So I'm like, damn,
That's
like
a
they were
fact.
still making like the storefronts and shit pay for that, which is kind of crazy. Now I was gonna ask about, did you have to deal with any looting and shit? Obviously, we've been living in crazy times and stuff like that.
So I saw that there was like a lot of crazy shit happening in like all the other cities. So once I kind of saw that, I went into the store immediately and just like cleared everything out of the store. And then yeah, I didn't really have to worry about that.
Oh, okay. They didn't end up like breaking your
Yeah.
windows or anything?
How my building is set up is like the gates of my store are like cemented into the building, so you can't really even get through them unless you have like heavy machinery to pull them bitches out of the concrete. And then like I'm downstairs in the basement, so you can't really get through it. Like it just doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Also, bro, like buying your mom, for those who don't know, he just bought his mom a whole food truck, which is crazy. It was like the video was kind of, it was like emotional. Your mom was crying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like,
My mom,
so is she,
my mom's crying. Shout out my mom.
was she cooks there every day? That's like, that's her, you know what I'm saying? Is that her thing? Because I know it's, what is it?
So like 2 years ago, me, my mom, and her husband Eddie, we started like a catering business where we just kind of started catering for like a lot of people in. So my mom's in Jersey, and the community that my mom caters in from is not small, but it's like everyone knows each other type shit.
Spanish?
So it's pretty diverse. It's pretty diverse. There's
Okay.
like a lot of different people. I would say primarily Spanish and Black. So yeah, we started catering for like the hospitals, the police departments, the fire department, like EMS, hair salons, barbershops, like just a lot of different places. So we started getting like really involved with the community. We do like a lot of homeless drives. Like before pandemic, every Sunday we were outside giving food to homeless people. Just helping people out. We teamed up with some barbershops. We were giving them haircuts. Just like a lot of stuff. We do like a lot of donations, food drives. And yeah, we just kind of started building up. And I know my mom's always wanted a food truck since I was younger. My mom's always talked about, my mom loves to cook. Like anytime we had any family parties, my mom was always the one that everyone would give money to go buy the groceries and cook for all fucking. I'm half Spanish and half Black, so we have big ass families. Like
Yeah,
I
y'all
have like
deep.
fucking like 40 cousins, 50 cousins, like
That's
so
crazy.
she'll be cooking food for the whole family at the family parties. And yeah, she's always wanted a food truck, and I saved my money for a little while, and then I bought her a food truck.
Damn. So now is that what she does every day, or like for the
Yeah.
most part, primarily?
That's yeah, for the most part, a couple days a week. Usually about 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and then on the other days we cater. If you know, we'll do private events, private parties, you know, whatever it is we need to do on those days. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
what she's in charge of. The Cave Kitchen. Shout out Eating the Cave
Yeah, I
at
seen
Eating the
that.
Cave on Instagram.
And then I
Yeah.
seen you guys had soul food today. You had the macaroni and cheese popping off.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I'm so sick I wasn't able to go there today. So today, my mom sent me a video yesterday. She made ribs, but they're Hennessy barbecue, like slow cook, so they like fall right off the bone. She made mac and cheese. I think she made like string beans. She made cornbread, rice and beans. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like Keith had my mom babysit his dog last week, and she was making the dog gourmet meals, rice and beans with
Oh, I seen the dog going
broccoli and the vegetable,
crazy.
braised chicken. Like she was wild, and she was making gourmet. That might be the next thing we dabble in. We might, you know, make gourmet dog food for our private hosts.
That'd
Because
be
his
it.
dog came back with a nice clean coat. It was kind of stocky, really thick. Like,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
just lost a tooth last night, and his adult one's growing in.
Oh shit.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
That like replenished little bro.
Yeah, exactly. Got his electrolytes good.
Health boost.
Yeah, health boost.
So, but you guys mostly do Spanish food, right? Throughout the week?
So we do Wepa Wednesday, which is Puerto Rican style. I'm Puerto Rican. And that's where we have primarily Spanish meals. And then Sundays we do Soul on a Sunday, which is I'm half Grenadian. My family's from the islands, and we'll do like either island foods. So we'll have like a curry of some sort, or like oxtails, or we'll do like, I don't know, soul food where we'll have like a shrimp or like a fried fish, or like we'll do red snapper, like we'll do like jerk red snapper, or like,
Mm.
you know, different style, different types of foods with like a soul food side, like a mac and cheese or collard greens, or like, you know, cornbread or rice and beans. Depends on the day. We switch it. The menu's different every week, honestly. We have like different shit every week, so it's never like really the same thing. And then on Thursdays, we have making bread Thursdays, which is where we make bread pudding. And yo,
What?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I was never a bread pudding fan. I still don't like bread pudding unless it's this bread
What
pudding, and
is
I'm not
bread
even
pudding?
saying it. So it's basically like yeah, it's crack. That's all it is.
It's good dope.
it's it's basically like
Is
I
that
don't
what it
even know how to
sounds?
explain it.
Is
Maybe
just
like a loaf.
some good bread and some pudding? Oh.
Nah. It's like a bread, but it's kind of like, it's like a loaf, but it's warm. And then we have like this like drizzle that we put on it. Oh man, I don't know. You gotta have it. You gotta try it.
Yeah, no, I
That's
definitely
all
got to try it.
And it's like, don't even think about any bread pudding you've ever had before, or the idea of what you think bread pudding is, and just give it a try, and you'll be like, wow.
Yeah. No, I
I have
definitely got to go
never met
out
a
there.
person that's like, nah, I don't like it. Like we like 100% out of like thousands. Like,
That's sick.
yeah.
Just to take it back to the store, because I just want to give like my last little couple questions that are running through my head, because I know you got to go soon. But what's like the your biggest seller like in store? Is it besides sneakers? Like we're talking brands. Is it Supreme or is it?
No, honestly, it's antisocial.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sell a lot of antisocial. Because a lot of my customer base is overseas, like from my online. I do really well in like other countries, like especially like Japan, which is why I want to open up a store over there. And in Kuwait, I also have a really big customer base in like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, like a lot of Middle Eastern countries, and they like antisocial.
Mm.
So I sell a lot of antisocial over there.
I know a lot of Asians gravitate towards the antisocial and they like it still.
Yeah, I also have a lot of orders in Japan, a lot of orders in Singapore, um, even like UK, and Canada. Yeah, and I guess like in other countries they just prefer antisocial.
Yeah, yeah. It's just different everywhere. Is that So when you do go to Japan and shit, like, cause you went out there last year, right?
Yeah, I went out there in January.
And you guys did a
Last
pop-up,
January.
right?
We did a pop over privilege and
That's
and had a
dope.
lot of parties and turned up and had a lot of fun.
I know. Q told me a
That
couple of
shit
little
was
back
so lit.
stories.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go back. Yeah. Yeah, June we going crazy.
Oh, y'all gonna go back in June?
Oh yeah, I have to. I have no choice.
I think like the biggest takeaway, because I want to learn something too, just like whenever I interview and all this stuff, like all this stuff is new to me, like running a podcast and stuff like that. But I really do, want to learn game and shit. But it sounds like to me, bro, that you keep like you wear many hats and you just keep trying new different shit, but you always like tap into the streets, like you going into Japan, like how you going to Japan and really like touching the people like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a way of doing that. And then like your mom, like y'all were serving fucking shit to the fire, like house and like, you know what I'm saying? Barbershops and shit like that. Like you always make sure you're outside with it, not like it may seem like you're behind your phone and you're making a lot of content like that, but you really do make sure you touch the people for sure.
Yeah, you gotta be outside, honestly, because it's like anyone could promote themselves, like for a food spot. You know what I mean? Like if you don't bring the product to the people and make sure you are creating this relationships, like the food right now would not be as big as it is, and I don't think we would be in the opportunities and the positions that we are in if it wasn't for the barbershops that we got involved with, because the barbershops really put us on like a lot of games, and the hair salons and the nail salons, shout out all of them, because like going there and tapping in with them, like they put us in positions to link with the fire department, or like to link with the community center who wants to do something, like stuff like that. Even we hooked it up at one of the nail salons, and she hooked me up with like this organization that gives scholarships to Black male nurses that
Wow.
are going to school. So it's like, just reaching out to people in those type of positions put me in other rooms. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to hit the streets. You got to
Yeah.
make the links,
If there was something that you could tell your younger self, say like right before you joined the military, what would it be?
uh, to, don't go partying and don't go to clubs and don't buy bottles. Don't do it.
That's probably the
Don't
realest answer
do
though. To be
it.
real.
Don't do it. That's it. Because I feel like, but then again, I feel like a lot of younger people go through, well, especially I guess when we were in that time frame, like that's what we were doing. We were in the clubs getting lit. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
that's all it was. I Yeah, in the Instagram era. Yeah, you can't. So it's like I feel like once you get that out the way and you start just like focus on like the more important things. You know what I mean? The things that are, when you input your energy, like what are you gonna get out of it? Like, you know what I mean? Like you want to invest your time and your energy into things that are gonna benefit you as well as the people around you, and just make you like an overall better person, and like just get you to bigger places. So it's like I guess that's a better thing to tell my younger self.
Yeah. No, I spent a lot of a lot of money on like bottles and shit. It's always
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
way too
saying. I'd have been
expensive.
in, yeah, way too expensive.
And then once you do it, like once you really do it, like you buy like the really cool table, let's say like at the One Oaks or whatever popping club where you spin bands and you do all that. And then afterwards you kind of figure like, or at least for me, like I've already kind of just did everything, not like to the craziest level where I got the Lambos outside. But like,
Yeah,
what's the
but
point, bro?
enough that it's like, what's the point? Yeah.
Yeah, like unless I'm at that level, then I might pop out again. Like if I can
There
make
have
a
been
real
some good
movie.
times though. Those have been some good times, honestly. Ooh, ooh,
Yeah. Well, bro, I
crazy days.
appreciate you coming in, bro, and being my first interview. I was nervous
Of
a
course,
lot,
bro.
like before, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I was just like,
Why?
just want to make sure like I make good content and shit, want to make sure like
Oh
it's just set
yeah,
up
I feel
right,
you.
you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I can like
Yeah, of course, of course.
we can get on here and talk for sure, like that's whatever, but I want to still make, you know, a piece of good content that's like relevant.
Yeah, something that flows, something that someone will enjoy to watch. Kind of. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, nah, bro, it was lit. That was lit.